Look around and tell me I'm wrong. Look around and tell me I'm wrong. Get gone.
So we've left Lucca, which we really liked, and last night's concert was awesome. We've come up in the mountains because I'm on a bit of a crazy quest. So I saw 2 houses on the internet which were about 50,000 euros, and one was a 5-bedroom house, one was a 2-bedroom house that had been used as a summer house. They're not wrecks, they're not without roofs. So I thought, well, you know what, I would really like to see the reality of what you get for your 40 grand, because that's what it is, isn't it? 50,000 euros is about 40 grand. So I said to Geoff, let's go and explore while we're here and go and see them and see exactly what they're like. We're just about to go into the first village, but I mean, already it's been a half an hour ride up into the mountains on switchback roads. So, I mean, 40 grand, that's why. But anyway, let's go. It's an adventure, isn't it? Let's go and see. I don't know if this is the actual one, but it's certainly for sale. Gosh, I think Geoff would have a nervous breakdown if he saw that. I don't think that's the one I was coming to find though. I've come all the way up to the top of the village. Just a little bit of a climb. Haven't found the place, but to be honest with you, I mean, there were quite a lot of places lived in and you know, obviously taken care of, but probably 60% are just in ruins. And it's such a shame because they were obviously beautiful. Very tricky, isn't it? Anyway, time to go down. And I'm going to be careful because these steps are slippy. I do not want to break my ankle at the top of an Italian village. Geoff would not be sympathetic. Well, goodbye Pescati. Okay,
back up.
So this is our worst nightmare. Well, that was really tough because basically the bus and us could not pass, so Geoff ended up having to reverse back up and round the bend to the parking space.
With a great big drop down one side.
With a drop that was freaking him out on one side. I think Geoff feels very strongly, and I'm not in disagreement, that probably we need to get off the mountain now. Most vehicles can pass. That's a full-size bus. It's even bigger than us. They cut no corner at all. They've got no patience and not interested. Just get back up the road. So anyway, off we go. were a bit concerned because we are here in the middle of nowhere and all of the grass is just sodden, and we were walking up and down going, you're going to have to stay on the path. And then a car turned up out of nowhere and Geoff did his thing.
With the aid of my trusty friend Google Translate, the guy wanted us to go into the grass, but I managed to persuade him that we could just stay on the path at least overnight and see what's happening in the morning. And the good news is the restaurant opens for breakfast. Right, about 7 o'clock. He said from 7 o'clock. Well, he said it was going to be sunny tomorrow, but he also said, I think he said, that a lot of people are arriving tomorrow and I think he said for a tattoo festival. So, you know, I mean, I may have got that completely wrong. We'll have to see.
The driving Geoff has done today has been nothing short of heroic. He's been looking forward to his little glass of wine.
Cheers.
We've come to this area for a specific reason.
Whether it's a very good reason is another question.
Probably not a good reason. But because I saw another house on Facebook called Casa Rosa. And we found out sort of where it was. And it turns out that it was sort of vaguely in the direction of our, you know, trek home. So Geoff said, oh, go on, let's just go. And he found this park up, which is free and which is amazing. So that's why we're here. So tomorrow we're going to go off in search of Casa Rosa. And let's hope I don't fall in love.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
So this is a really gorgeous spot that we find ourselves in. People that run it are also lovely, but it's sodden. They said it's been raining for 2 months and this is not typical for Italy. So we took responsibility and we said, well, we're English, so it's probably our fault. We've come here to find a house that we saw on Facebook that we're interested in finding out more about. But in the meantime, let's have a show you around this beautiful place. This is free to stay here, and they make breakfast. They have this restaurant. Let me just show you. There we go. This is where we had breakfast, and there's the wonderful wood burning stove. So let's show you around. So this is the house Casa Rosa that we came to see. It isn't right for us. It's again too remote, but it is lovely. I mean, we were tempted, right? It is gorgeous. The local people said, don't even consider paying that price for it, because everything's for sale here. It isn't right, but it is beautiful, and it's been an adventure coming and looking for it. been a revelation. In the short time we've been here, we're already on first name terms with about 10 people. The wonderful thing about Bari is that everybody pretty much, well, 75% of people are bilingual, and they speak obviously Italian but also English, but with broad Welsh accents, which is really surreal because apparently after the Second World War most of the village decamped to the Welsh valleys. There's been this continuing cross-pollination across all of this sort of mountainous area. There are communities that have links in Wales and also Canada, and we met so many people, Canadians and people from Wales who have their grandma's house, or people from Italy who married Welsh people, and it's just lovely. And they're so friendly, and we have just loved being here. Sometimes you see a house and it just breaks your heart. I'm a sucker for Europa, but I mean, I have to show you this place because, oh my God, I swear to God, if I had the funds, I'd do this in a heartbeat. Look at this, look. I mean, what happened? It's absolutely incredible. I mean, in a terrible state, granted. I'm looking at that place going, oh, come on. It's singing to me. What can I tell you? Okay, this could be my under the Tuscan sun house if it was for sale and I had money. Other than that, it's perfect. One of the things we like about Italy, there's drinking fountains everywhere.
We've run out of beer, so we've got to get some water. We've been exploring. There was a house on the outskirts of Bari that looked like a brilliant proposition. So again, around about the sort of 50,000 mark, maybe a bit less. So we've come to see it, and I'll show you. It's right up in the mountains, and here it is. So this is a 4-bedroom house. Apparently it was completely renovated inside about 15 years ago, so the roof is new and it's completely watertight and everything's fine, but it's miles from anywhere and a completely abandoned village.
There are two houses that are lived in. Wow, what's that? That is actually a buggy. That a non-motorized thing. Let's go up, see what we've got up here. So this is the commune of Trerio. Look, this was, yeah, this is really sweet. I've got up-to-date water taps. We could bring Gus the Bus up here and fill up. Geoff's smiling wryly. Let's walk round here and see what's round here. I wonder what happened.
I don't know. I would call it an abandoned village. It's just got lots of empty houses.
Oh,
Danger.
look at that. Oh, that's the street I walked up. Let's
good,
quickly
isn't it?
nip through before it collapses.
That was for sale then.
Oh yeah, look. That's the dream. Geoff said, look, that's for sale. Oh God. I have a fairly robust romantic head, but up here is just not gonna, it's not anything that we would be able to take on. But it's really interesting to see the reality of this, because when you see them on the internet, you go, what the hell? It's like a 4-bedroom house for about 50 grand that's been done up and is completely habitable. You don't have to, it's not like a derelict wreck like these places are. But of course, when you get here and you realise the truth, it's just not possible. Oh, shame though, because I liked it as a house. So you can see we've come a long way up here, but gosh, the air up here is absolutely gorgeous. It's so sweet and fresh and wonderful. But Geoff's going, won't be in the winter. We couldn't come here in the winter, it'll be awful. And he's right, of course. So well, go. So at last we get to visit the castle. Oh, this is interesting. Geoff is visiting Castle Shock. So this apparently is the guardhouse. It's a very little guardhouse. Gosh, they're tiny little rooms, aren't they?
Well, they would be tiny people.
I guess they were. This is the Living Dead experience. Zombie apocalypse is now. The castle is having parties all weekend for Halloween. They had a massive disco last night, and they have like a horror game tonight when you come, and it's like an interactive experience where you join in, and sounds interesting.
Wow. And sunshine on the 1st of November.
Yeah, right. I mean, we've visited a few castles across Europe, and I have to say, this is a very impressive one. Even Geoff has pronounced himself cautiously impressed. He's not a man who readily does castles, but this one, we both thought, we've got to do this. It's amazing. What I like about this is the first time I've ever seen a suit of armour with lace under the shoulder panels. That's so Italian, isn't it? Suit of armour, but with style. Buongiorno. Wow, that was some party last night, huh? That's even got the murder weapon there. That would be the most scary thing. If they were actually real, just had a mask on pretending to be dead and then they moved, that would be way better. That's quite a lovely bedroom. I could be very happy in this bedroom. How lovely is that? Just looking at this bed and saying it's probably at least 2 feet shorter. I reckon that bed is about 4 foot, 4.5 foot long.
5.
Maybe, all right, maybe 5. Maybe 5 foot long. That's incredible. It's a lovely bed though, but built for people more of my stature than Geoff's, for sure. They've got these strange animals, which are a 2-headed calf and a 2-headed stoat. That's quite terrifying.
Well, in order to preserve food, the inhabitants had advised a system through which they gather the snow, put it in a stone urn where it was easily transformed into ice, and were then able not only to keep the ice from melting, but also to keep their perishable food refrigerated all the year round.
That's very cool, isn't it? How amazing.
Yeah.
Especially in a climate that has summers as hot as this.
Yeah.
Fabulous. So this castle is built on a huge lump of red jasper. You can see it here, bits of it. There we go. And red jasper is a gemstone, which is jasper. It's full of iron, which is why it's red. In crystal work, red jasper is connected with the root chakra, and is about strength and protection and balance. And so in a way that's quite a nice thing that a castle is built on that. And it also maybe is, I don't know whether that's why the village has such a really good energy. Balance, protection, emotional regulation, all of that, everything coming back into harmony and back into balance. That's rather nice, I think. And the village does have a really good energy, and the people here are really connected and really friendly. So perhaps red jasper is doing its job.
La voce ce l'avete?
Avete una voce potente. Vi dico adesso che dopo dobbiamo cantare e urlare.
E che fa il cantante fra di voi?
Cantare anche, sì.
Yes. We stopped here for what we thought was just a quick glass of wine, and then the man just asked us if we mangiare, so we said yes. Asked for the menu, no menu, and then he proceeds to bring us like a 3-course dinner. But we didn't realise at first, so we stuffed ourselves in the antipasti, and then all this pasta came out, and she stopped. Janis was so didn't want to upset them. So we ended up putting it in a carrier bag
No,
to take it away with us.
we're so embarrassed. I'm embarrassed because I don't want to offend. But it's the most amazing place. Isn't this incredible? Really like this. And I have to say, I had white wine, which I don't normally have.
It was sparkling, was it?
It's sparkling white wine, and I got to tell you, it was actually the best sparkling white wine I've ever had in my life. It was delicious. Well, we're not going to drink the carafe. We're just going to have one glass. And she said, that's okay. There you go. We've left the rest of the carafe. She said we only need to pay for one glass. There's no way we're going to be doing that at lunchtime.
Oh no.
Let me show you.
This way with the plate.
Oh, she's
no,
coming.
gone the other way.
Oh, thank goodness. We're living in fear now
Arriving
of what comes out next.
with a plate of chops or something.
We're already stuffed. This is the quirkiest place. And I love that when this happens on these kind of trips where you're expecting something completely different. And we just came up into this mountain village, probably because it's the All Saints bank holiday. They're laying on this massive buffet lunch, and she already brought out another platter with loads of meats and stuff, and we was going, no. She said, no, it's very good. I said, I know, Ava, a vegetarian, so we don't eat meat. And she's embarrassing to say. And also, we're already stuffed. How is it possible to eat so many courses? Because they're not small courses. Each course is like an entire meal. And what lovely people. They're so nice. It's like turning down food from your mum. It's like she gets very upset. This is delightful and just so quintessentially Italian, and it's just gorgeous. So happy to share it with you. This place is huge. Oh look, they've got a Santa ready for Christmas.
Well, look, there's a dance floor and a music stand, and
Oh, they obviously have gigs here. Oh look, there's an old-fashioned TV.
yeah. Basically,
They're quite
they
nostalgic. These are blown glass bulbs. I love those. Aren't they great? Look at those. Okay, I'm going to tell you. We agreed to share a dolce, but this dolce.
This is Dolce Vita.
This is Dolce Vita. It's, oh my God, it's gorgeous. I don't know what it is. It has some biscuit and some amaretto and some cream and some chocolate on the top. And whatever it is, and whatever it's made of, you can keep tiramisu. This bad boy. Geoff, what do you think? I think we might be in love, but not necessarily with each other.
Exactly what I was going to say.
This is gorgeous. This dessert. I'm not a dessert person. This dessert has made me a dessert person. I'm just saying. Viva l'Italiana.
Chasing rainbows, jumping over hedges, flying like a sparrow through the rain. I've been taking chances, losing my umbrella. Grant your wishes 1 to 10. Just say when. Just say when. Just say